Hello, welcome to Game Gen. Here's a list of the top 17 upcoming medieval games in 2024. Project the Perceiver is another open-world action game, and it immerses players in a majestic period of Chinese history. The game introduces themes of theater and plays, where characters see themselves as actors and employ special masks to switch roles and alter their appearance and abilities. Perceiver's gameplay draws inspiration from games like Sekiro, Nioh, and Ghost of Tsushima. It initially appears to be grounded in historical fiction, but introduces supernatural elements as the player traverses certain areas and confronts bosses with supernatural abilities. The protagonist is depicted as an artist and noble living in the land of Tang, which is invaded and he is assassinated. In a dramatic turn of events, he discovers a magic mask in his dying moments, granting him superpowers and saving his life. The release date is still unknown. There is no information regarding whether the game will be exclusive to PlayStation or if it will be available on PC and Xbox in the future. Blight Survival is a medieval co-op game where you and up to 3 others must confront both humans and monsters to eradicate the Blight, a deadly affliction plaguing the land. Set in the war-torn no man's land between 2 kingdoms, a new strain of Blight has emerged, fueled by bloodshed and turning humans into monsters. Hayner Studios aims to create a 4-player co-op roguelike experience with a large open map, offering extensive customization options for weaponry and armor. Players can collect inventory from fallen foes, but must be cautious of the constant threat of losing progress upon death. The game also seems to incorporate elements of exploration, with players discovering various mysteries and engaging in quests while navigating a world overrun by zombies. You'll have a variety of weapons, armors, talents, and customization options to match your playstyle. The game's world is filled with secrets and hidden treasures waiting to be uncovered as you explore the war-ravaged lands. Mana Lords, a highly anticipated solo-developed city-building real-time strategy game. The game is inspired by late 14th century Franconia, offering a historically accurate experience with natural city growth and intense battles. Mana Lords employs a gridless building system, allowing freedom in city development, and features a realistic medieval battle system with positioning, unit formations, equipment, morale, and more. The game also includes a diplomacy system and various policies for town management. The game features a burgage plot system, seasonal challenges, and a variety of goods and resources. Players manage production chains, balance basic needs with luxury items, and navigate the environmental impact of expansion. Mana Lords is set to release on April 26, 2024, launching on PC and available on PC Game Pass. Noble's Life: Kingdom Reborn is a medieval strategy and simulation game set during the uncertain times of the 100 Years' War. You play as a noble whose estate is devastated by enemies. Facing war, civil unrest, and the looming threat of the Black Death, you must rebuild your city and restore power to your family's villages. As a single nobleman, you make decisions on taxations, military conscriptions, specialist employment, project financing, dispute resolution, and negotiations. The game offers an extensive economic system with various paths to expand your lands. Choosing your ruling style, whether a battle-hardened raider, saintly paladin, skilled diplomat, wealthy aristocrat, alchemist ruler, mad sadist magnate, or carefree swagger. Combine different paths to find your unique approach. As war approaches, manage recruits' training, invest in defense mechanisms, and personally oversee city defenses during attacks. Navigate the challenges of historical accuracy, inspired by the events of the 100 Years' War, and rule your lands wisely while facing disease, negotiations, loyalty, and conflicts with real consequences. The Elden Ring DLC, titled Shadow of the Erdtree, is highly anticipated by fans following the free Colosseum update. It is speculated to continue the game's story or offer a new questline. Data miner Lance McDonald suggests that it will be a substantial expansion similar in scope to Bloodborne's The Old Hunters. A season pass featuring smaller DLC packs was reportedly scrapped in favor of Shadow of the Erdtree. However, no release date has been officially announced. There's also rumors of potential further DLC after Shadow of the Erdtree, including new bosses, exploration of NPCs' dreams, and extended endings. Michaela, a powerful demigod, is speculated to play a significant role in the DLC. Project Awakening. The much-anticipated fantasy action RPG has resurfaced after 3 years with new in-engine footage, proving it's not cancelled. Developed by Cygames, this game, originally announced for the PlayStation 4 in 2018, recently made a comeback during the Cygames Tech Conference livestream. Cygames is using its custom Solista game engine for the title, which explains the lengthy development time and infrequent updates. Project Awakening appears to blend elements of Monster Hunter, Dragon's Dogma, and From Software's Souls-like games, complete with challenging bosses, realistic sword combat, and a beautifully designed open-world setting. The developers have hinted at a co-op multiplayer, which plans to accommodate up to 12 players in a session. The current status of the game remains uncertain, and fans will have to patiently wait for further updates. There are a few possibilities, including Project Awakening serving as a tech demo to showcase Cygames' technological assets. Alternatively, the game may still be in active development, requiring more time, and its release may no longer be limited to PlayStation 4 as initially planned. The Thaumaturge is an isometric, story-rich RPG set in 1905 Warsaw, under Imperial Russian rule. Players navigate a diverse city with conflicting interests, playing as Viktor Silsky, a thaumaturge with a mystical gift passed down through his family. This gift involves interacting with ethereal beings called Salators. The game features morally ambiguous choices, turn-based combat, character development, and investigation mechanics. As players shape the story, they deal with the consequences of their choices, develop their characters, and experience unique combat with both human attacks and psychic strikes from Salators. The game allows players to influence and manipulate other characters, offering a unique historical setting in early 20th century Warsaw. Developed in Unreal Engine 5, it promises a detailed and beautifully crafted world. The gameplay is basically Pokemon in a darker setting. The Thaumaturge, developed by Fool's Theory and published by 11-Bit Studios, is set to release on PC on December 5th, 2023, with anticipated releases for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S in early 2024. Beast is an upcoming tactical turn-based RPG developed by False Prophet, set in a grimdark medieval world plagued by plagues and conflict. In this plague-ridden and conflict-ridden world, players must choose to either unleash the darkness within or succumb to enemies. Beast features a unique beast system that compels players to make challenging moral decisions during combat. The game explores insanity in the Dark Ages with an atmospheric, story-rich, grimdark setting inspired by Carpathian legends. The combat is brutal and dynamic, with a melee-focused approach, allowing players to command their squad in a fast-paced, gridless, turn-based tactical battles. The unique Beast system allows players to choose between brutal carnage or balanced teamwork, with the protagonist, Anton Sabados, facing his inner demons and transforming into the Beast for enhanced combat abilities. The game introduces a variety of characters, skills, and a converging story seen from two perspectives, offering a narrative rich in moral decisions and atmospheric storytelling. THQ Nordic has announced the Gothic remake, a modernization of the legendary classic RPG Gothic. In the first trailer released during the THQ Nordic Digital Showcase, the focus was on the iconic location, the Old Mine, which is the central place of the original game. The remake showcases significant changes in textures, lighting, and visual details, all looking stunning, as it was presented using in-engine capture. Although the storyline and setting remains true to the original, the developer Akimiya Interactive has modernized the combat system. Gothic 1 Remake is set to be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC via Steam, a departure from the original PC's exclusivity. However, the release date is yet to be announced, and the Steam page for the game remains incomplete, leaving fans eager to explore the reimagined classic RPG. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is an upcoming action-adventure video game developed by Ninja Theory and published by Xbox Game Studios. Serving as a sequel to Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, this game follows the Celtic warrior Senua on her continuing journey through a dark, Norse-inspired world while dealing with her ongoing struggle with severe psychosis. The game stands out for its strong focus on mental health and psychological exploration, offering players a unique narrative experience. Set in a visually stunning and haunting world inspired by Norse mythology, the game provides a blend of intense combat encounters and deep exploration, encouraging players to uncover the mysteries of both the world and Senua's mind. Hellblade 2 is scheduled for release in 2024, marking 4 years since the first game's launch. The game will be available on Xbox Series X and S and PC, and it's confirmed to be on Xbox Game Pass on day one. I, the Inquisitor is a dark and unconventional game that envisions an alternate history 1500 years after the crucifixion, where Jesus, instead of forgiving, becomes consumed by rage and seeks violent vengeance on non-believers. Developed by the Dust SA and inspired by the novels of Polish author Jacek Piekara. Players assume the role of Mortimer Matterdon, an Inquisitor, making moral choices in various story-driven cases. The narrative is morally complex, offering a non-linear tale where decisions impact the outcome. Mortimer's skills allow for enlightened sleuthing, interrogation, and entering the unworld to discover hidden truths. The game includes persuasive interrogations, reminiscent of the 1500s harsh justice era, where the Inquisitor can use various methods to extract information. Additionally, a sword-based combat system is featured, allowing players to use force when necessary. The game invites players to navigate a world where morality is challenged, and choices shape the narrative and the legacy of the Inquisitor. PAX Day is an upcoming social sandbox MMO set in a medieval-inspired world, where myths, ghosts, and magic are real. The game offers an immense open-world experience with player-driven elements. Players can choose their roles, explore the land, build homes in the relative safety of the Heartlands, and establish villages protected by the grace of the divine. The game emphasizes player freedom, enabling activities like gathering resources, crafting, and building homes. The building system allows players to construct structures piece by piece, fostering creativity and individuality. Crafting skills include cooking, alchemy, armorsmithing, weaponsmithing, blacksmithing, tailoring, and leatherworking. The game promotes a player-driven economy with no vendors or quest givers. The world includes both safe heartlands and the more dangerous wilderness, where players can battle evil beings, uncover mysteries, and compete with rival clans for power and resources. Rise of Awakener has been rebranded to The Awakener Risen, a fantasy action RPG developed by Chinese indie developer Tanner Games. Drawing inspiration from Dragon's Dogma, the game is set in a medieval European fantasy world. Players embark on a quest as an adventurer born in the Third Era. Facing various adversaries including bandits, beasts, and invading demons, players aim to become the Awakener. The game features 4 advanced classes: Warrior, Sword Dancer, Soldier, and Lancer, each offering a distinct combat style. The expansive game world allows players to ride dragons, command airships, and engage in combat against fantastical creatures. The overarching narrative centers around themes of revenge and redemption, with the ultimate goal of becoming the powerful Awakened One. Players can customize their character's appearance, ensuring a personalized touch to their journey. The game is confirmed for PC, PS5, and PS4, with no indication of an Xbox or Nintendo Switch port. The Quinval, an ambitious MMORPG developed by Varric Technology Incorporated, promises a captivating medieval adventure set in a vast open world. Key features include an open world boasting the largest MMORPG map of 2,016 square kilometers, divided into 5 regions with unique climates and a dynamic environment that adapts to 4 seasons. The game's combat dynamics involves non-target interactions, PvP or PvE experiences, and medieval combat scenarios like ship battles, island skirmishes, and castle sieges. The character customization offers extensive options, including hundreds of muscle and bone controls on the face. NPCs in Quinval follow realistic schedules, working during the day and tending to their needs, akin to games like Skyrim. Professions play a crucial role, offering 11 options, including treasure hunting, farming, cooking, and more. The game incorporates a caravan system for transporting valuable goods. The player-driven world emphasizes activities like owning shops, playing board games, and engaging in a unique in-universe trading card game. Avowed is a first-person RPG set in the world of Eora, introduced in the Pillars of Eternity franchise and developed by Obsidian Entertainment. It features rune-based magic and powers and sword combat, resembling Skyrim, set in an unexplored part of Eora called the Living Lands. Avowed's gameplay includes first and third person animations, branching dialogue, and day-night cycles. The Living Lands is plagued, and the player, a powerful mage, must investigate and confront the locals' fear and distrust. The game features visceral combat where players can mix and match weapons, spells, and shields to confront creatures in their preferred style. The choices in combat are diverse, allowing players to freeze, trap, bash, or use various strategies to defeat enemies. Rumors suggest an open world larger than Skyrim, real-time weather, mod support, dynamic dialogue, and the ability to confront gods and fight against tyranny. Avowed promises a world full of mystery, secrets, and danger, allowing players to wield swords, pistols, magic, and dual-wield abilities to combat various threats in the game. The game release is expected in 2024 for Xbox Series X and S and PC. Chrono Odyssey is an upcoming open-world MMORPG developed by South Korean studio Npixel. The game, announced in 2020, is built on Unreal Engine 5, promising stunning visuals and diverse landscapes in a world known as Cetera. Chrono Odyssey promises action-packed battles with the ability to manipulate space and time, changing weather, and evolving environments across seasons. While specific details are limited, the game aims to redefine the MMORPG genre with 6 character classes, each offering a unique playstyle. The classes include Knight, Paladin, Ranger, Wizard, Berserker, and Assassin. While the game carries the name Chrono, indicating a connection to time, it is unrelated to Square Enix's classic Chrono Trigger series. The incorporation of time manipulation in an MMORPG is a bold move, potentially introducing unique storytelling opportunities. Chrono Odyssey is slated for release on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Crimson Desert is set in the world of Piwil, where you play as a mercenary named Cliff, traveling through different regions while recruiting allies. It's a tale of a power vacuum, with different factions vying for control after the King of Demonis falls into a coma. In this fantasy world, players embody a mercenary who engages in numerous open-world activities, including battles, fishing, bounty hunting, carriage hijacking, castle sieges, arm wrestling, sheep rescues, dog petting, exploration of sky islands, hot air balloon rides, and climbing massive creatures. The combat in Crimson Desert appears to be a mix of melee and ranged weaponry with emphasis on close quarters fighting, dodge rolling, and intense battles against increasingly bizarre enemies. Unfortunately, the release date for Crimson Desert has not been revealed yet, but it remains targeted for PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S platforms. Dragon's Dogma 2 is the long-awaited sequel to the original RPG game Dragon's Dogma, released in 2012. After strong sales of the expansion pack, Dark Arisen, and several re-releases, it took Capcom 10 years to officially confirm a sequel. The game retains its open-world setting in the fantasy-themed world of Gransys, which is now 4 times larger than the original game. It features a vocation system with different playstyles and brings back hybrid locations. The gameplay involves a grab mechanic, allowing players to jump and climb on objects and enemies. The pawn system, where AI-controlled party members join the player's adventure, also returns. Players can form a party of 4 with 1 customizable main pawn and 2 support pawns borrowed from other players. The game will be released on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5, but not on last-gen consoles. While an official release date has not been confirmed by Capcom, it's speculated to be released in 2024.